What is going on, everyone? Happy 2022. Welcome to another episode of Zero to Hero. Tonight we got Remy and Brandino on, and everyone's favorite horse, the Artful Diddy. And yes, Prospect, welcome to my new apartment. I told you I was blowing up the stream space.
Oh, that looks sick.
So yeah, got the new place all set up. Still got some unpacking to do, but yeah, we're ready to go. MJ versus coming out in full effect. This is just part one. There's plenty more to come. Um,
Looks good, man. It looks real good.
thank you. Yeah, fireplace is pretty baller. I got all the screens right back there. I got a pretty nice view. Not quite penthouse, but it's pretty solid back there. But I like the big windows. Thanks, Sangundo. Appreciate it. Did you guys have a good holiday, good New Year? Do anything special?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the last week was pretty blurry, so I guess it was
In a good way or bad way?
in a Metaverse Gaming.
I gotcha. All right.
And get over here, man. Just chilled. Went out for New Year's in OKC. Did a pub crawl and everything. So not too
Ooh.
bad.
I like it.
And like got real dressed up too. So like I haven't gotten dressed up for New Year's in a while.
Oh. Might have to see some pics of that.
Yeah,
Looking good, looking fresh. All right.
Wow.
Is this going to be a new Metaverse Gaming emoji in the New Year's fit?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. There's already one of me. That one's pure gold. The one that's already here for me. I love that one.
Yeah.
Some people are pretty addicted to it. So I need some of like Remy. We don't have one of Remy yet. So
I have two. I'm trying to upload them right now. It's just like they have to take a very specific shape, and they're not fitting the shape right now. FPS Leo, help me.
it better just be like half. It should just be an emo, and then like you're all the way on the left side. Like it's a long ass emo.
I love it. So the let's talk Artful Diddy. I was able to race the horse a handful more times. We are now currently at 16 races with some very, how do I say this, mixed results. So if we take a look at things here, and I'll go ahead and enhance for all of you at home. Whoa, enhance a little too much. So we're now up to 16 races, still sitting at 2 firsts, 1 second. That's total 3 times in the money, 7 times 4 through 8, 6 times 9 through 12. Average position is 6.9. Main Mac, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
Hey, that's 1,000. That's 1,000.
That's 1,000. That's 1,000.
Oh,
Thank you, Remy. 1,000 followers on Twitch. We're gonna have to do something special for that. Next stream, we're gonna do something special for that. Thank you, Main Mac. That was awesome. 1,000 followers. Wow. That's incredible. That's mind blowing. Never thought I would achieve that. That is insane. Thank you all so much.
I was on the stream when it happened. So happy to be a part of it.
Legends, a part of history. Main Mac, thank you so much. Let's get some LFGs. Hell yeah. Let's get some LFGs in chat. So on top of that, Artful Diddy, 43%, almost 44% in those kind of middle positions, and then 37% 9 through 12. This horse is starting to really show itself as a right-leaning, flame-loving horse. And it's painful. I mean, that's further supported by its average position of 7th, so slightly worse than the average of 6.5. But it gets flames a lot, 62.5% of the time. Median speed is almost, again, smack dab in the middle, close to that average number. And then, but still profitable. And the reason why we were still profitable is because we got those 2 firsts in that second. Thank you, accountant. I appreciate that so much. Love the support in here. Love the support. So our strategy last time, we talked about 16, 18, and that kind of fell apart pretty quick because we did that and did not like our performance. We changed that after 2 races.
Yes.
We ended up racing. I'll pull up the race data chart here. Here's our 18s and 16s. Flame 5, 10, 11. I mean, I'm not totally opposed to it yet, but then we hit 24 and got 2 first place, or sorry, a first and a 7th, both with flames. And then a 12th without flames, a 4th, a 12th, and an 8th. So, I mean, with that 4th, we're close. With that 12th, I like just being on the opposite end of the spectrum, but this horse just feels so bottom heavy. Remy, Brandino, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'll definitely hit on it. So when I have a horse like this, after going through a bunch of analysis, like it's usually pretty obvious whether you have a distance preference for the horse already, or whether you have a really direct high variance horse or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm not understanding a horse, like this is a time for me to go to MJ Informatics, and that's where I'm really gonna kind of get my money on what I want to do next. So like I've done some analysis so far on the MJ Informatics, and like it is a very right leaning horse. I'm not gonna lie, on almost everything, it is a very right leaning horse. So I'm still a little bit
Yeah.
confused on it. I still like the long distance. I'm not gonna lie, maybe like it just wasn't performing as well. But the longer distances still look decent to me, at least by your tool.
Okay.
Hi,
Okay.
boys.
Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. How you doing, buddy? Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Thanks for popping in. Heard you were out and about a little bit. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm solidifying the largest fucking tournament in Zed Run fucking history, and
Ooh.
it's happening. Okay, it's happening,
Okay.
boys. The largest
Okay.
fucking tournament. No one has to pay for it. It doesn't cost you a dime to get in.
Oh. All right,
Glad
Peter.
you
You're
guys. I've literally been setting up this. I've been setting up this tournament for the 12th of January. We'll be putting out some flyers pretty soon. But oh my lord, is it going to be wild? We're talking like $5,000, $6,000, $8,000 plus dollars in giveaways, plus
Wow.
more.
Wow. That's insane. Want to circle back to that in a minute, but I want to give a huge shout out to Sir Venom. Thank you so much for raiding with a party of 9. Greatly appreciate that. And then the follow immediately after. RIP all of your eardrums. I'm sorry if you go deaf. It is completely because of my raid sound, which I forget to change after every single stream. So, thank you, Darthside. Thank you. And a big shout out to Darthside. The apartment was inspired by Van Goatee. We'll just say by Van Goatee Originals. So, D'Artagnan, talk a little bit more about this tournament that you guys are having, and we'll get back to the Artful Diddy. But this sounds like a big deal. You said, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 in prizes. It's coming up soon. What else can you spill? Give us a little alpha on this.
Yeah, I'll give some alpha on this, everybody. So anybody can enter. It just, even if you don't have a Zed Run horse, we just solidified new horse giveaways to new Zed. If you're not even been in Zed ever before, we'll be giving away horses that are actually good, like good UU horses. Can everyone hear me? I just want to make sure. Crazy Cat's saying that she can't hear us well.
I can crank you up.
Should I increase my volume? Sorry, everybody.
I just cranked you up a little bit.
Yeah, this is why you tune into. My bad. All right, yeah, I'll just fucking project more. So I just want to just start screaming. My bad. What's going on? What's up, Sir Venom? So we're doing the largest. I hope to be the largest open tournament. It costs basically nothing to get in. Racing horses is one aspect. We're going to be doing new Zed Run stable giveaways. We'll be onboarding people to Zed Run. The whole point of this tournament is to hit thousands of people. I've locked in thousands of dollars in giveaways. I've locked in probably over $10,000 in like total asset giveaways. And it costs basically nothing to be a part of this. And what I want to do, and we'll cover this on Thursday. Brandino is smiling because I know he knows. He's like, yo, like we're letting the alpha out right now, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro. I'm just making sure you don't give it all away, bro. Right away.
Bro, this has been 3 months in the making.
It has been.
It's been 3 fucking months in the making. It's going to be a live tournament. If you know, you know. And we keep telling everybody, hey, when you get on the Smoke Show, when you're having fun with us on Wednesdays, this is for a purpose. We've been mastering the craft of doing multiple races at the same time without this party mode system so that we could do the largest live Twitch fucking tournament in Zed Run. And we're going to be giving away horses, cash prize pools, fucking, I don't want to say the last things. It's going to blow up. But we're going to give away a computer. We're going to give away a computer.
What?
A whole ass 3060 graphics, LED lighting, custom design, the whole fucking the whole thing, dude. A whole computer.
I'm entering it, bro. I'm entering the giveaway.
It's starting out as a 3060 Ti, and if we get a lot of traction, it will continue to have more add-ons, new CPU upgrades, new RAM upgrades. It's going to have, it might turn to a 3070 depending on if we hit a certain threshold of followers plus retweets. Like this is, and we're going to be raffling these tickets off for free. We're going to do a raffle where we just give away tickets to win this fucking computer, huge, $4,000 giveaway. That's one giveaway. And, each person that wins the Smoke Show will win money, horses, and they're going to win raffle tickets towards the larger giveaway. We've been building this thing out, dude, for like months, and now all the sponsorships have coming through, and now we're reaching out to content creators like, yo, like you want to get plugged, like we're not taking $1. Metaverse Gaming is not making a single dollar on this tournament. We're completely giving everything back, and we were just trying to show Zed Run and the rest of the crypto community, this is the greatest project currently in crypto. Hands down, the most fun you can have, not a PFP. These could be PFPs. I mean, look at, the certain horses that have their own, Twitters.
Yeah.
But, like this is legitimately the greatest NFT platform to be in. And I want to deliver through Metaverse Gaming the best fucking live tournament ever to be seen in Zed Run.
So where do we sign up? How do we get these tickets? What's the next step?
Yeah,
so,
I think you got the biggest portion, bro. Like, this is also the Smoke Show. Like, this is integrated with the thing that we love most about our stream is the Smoke Show. Like, massive, and we're all gonna be in it. Like, all of us from Metaverse Gamer are gonna be in there. Might have some guests on or whatever, but I think I'm gonna talk the most shit I've ever talked in my life. Like, ever in my life.
Hands down.
As long as you don't black out first.
We're blacking out. Like, okay, so we've actually like talked offline, and we're like, all right, boys, we cannot black out an hour into the Smoke Show because we have to run this thing. So I think one of us is gonna be sober, sort of ish, but like definitely tipsy. And basically, like, if you're not in class 3 to 5 with your racehorses, like I hit up arbitrage, and I was like, yo, Kevin, I was like, come down to class 3 and 5 because we want to fucking smoke you. And he was like, I have no horses. And I was like, we're going to miss out on a big ass prize pool. So like the thing is like every week people are walking away with money. People are going to walk away with horses, raffle tickets towards a $4,000+ fucking giveaway. And then we're also, it doesn't mean because you win raffle tickets, you're going to win the thing. You're going to be competing against anyone who's active in Twitch, anyone who's active in the chat, anyone who's active in our Discord. We're going to be doing Discord, Twitter's giveaways for these raffle tickets towards this computer, and you can win more than one raffle ticket. And we're not selling a single raffle. All of this is for free. We've set this up where we've gone out to real companies, and we're like, hey, you have things that people in the metaverse want, and we want to direct your product. The company that's sponsoring this big time is legitimately the company that bought, like, this beautiful mothership right here. They made this for us. It's a 3080 streaming, all of our streaming equipment that we currently have, like everything has been like basically breaded out by this company. And I just want to give back to them and give them some coverage.
Love it, love it.
Give away
That's
some
awesome.
horses.
That's super exciting, easy, free. So everyone, stay tuned. We're gonna do just a quick plug here. Um, Go ahead and give Metaverse Gaming a follow on Twitter if you're not already, just so you can stay up to date on everything that is going on with this giveaway, with this tournament. It sounds super, super exciting. Can't wait for this to take off. And I got to give a quick little side shout out before we switch back over to the Artful Diddy. We got Scott in chat. Congratulations, Scott, on winning our fantasy football league. Huge, huge dub for you. All right, so back to Artful Diddy. So we were talking about the horse, D'Artagnan, and Brandino and I were saying, hey, it's definitely kind of a right-leaning, you-looking, or maybe just right-leaning in general horse. We've had some success. It is still profitable for now. We said last time that we were going to run mid-distance, and then that didn't end up kind of panning out so well. So we ended up switching over to long distance. Had some success. Had some 12s. We had a win. What are your thoughts on running this horse in the future, and or just kind of recapping this past week? Any thoughts before we switch over, and we can take a look at this horse on MJ Informatics? Papa Oscar in the house too. What is going on?
So I haven't looked at this horse intently, but I think this is a mid-distance preference horse. High base ability. Does not have, it has a little preference long distance, but I think this is a 1800 meter horse 100% of the way. I think if you run that at 18 at distance, it's not going to be right leaning. It's going to be a left U horse.
Okay.
I'm pretty certain this is a left U horse. Win percent is 13%, which is really nice. You want to see 20, more like 20% in the 2000 range. But I really think that this horse is a mid distance, and I think on our second show I said run this thing mid distance, but I was outvoted at long, and I said I think the long horse U's don't work as well against the mid horse U's, because the long horse U's get played out by those left leaning jet glues, something magics. There's a lot of really good 2400 meter horses out there that just run fast always at 24. And those are going to beat out your placements. And even like, that second place I see in that $5.24, that kind of tells me like that horse just has more preference at 24 than we do. But our U at 18, that's basically pure, base ability plus U. So when you go away from the long, you get that 18 pure U. That's my opinion. I think we run this thing at 18 the rest of its life. It's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And I think it'll be probably a 20% winner, 22% winner at 18. And that's enough to be profitable.
Oh, easy. I mean, you can be profitable with a lot less than 20%. We're currently sitting in Class 5, for those that have been following along, averaging at 1,800, Class 4.5. So we've had one Class 5, one Class 4, 100% fire, average place of 7.5. 100% fire across the board. Right kind of in the middle with our finishes. Run a little slow, but again, that's just 2 races, so a lot can change still in this time frame. It's definitely not locked in. With the other version of Zetalytics with the context, one of the features that was added to it is the race experience. So, unexperienced, well-raced, experienced. That's something that's really, really important when factoring in horse performance, especially long-term. So don't necessarily give up on a horse after racing it once or twice and you don't see the performance that you want. I'm not opposed to running it 18s. I think I'm totally open to focusing on that this week. We definitely hit the most at 2,400 this past week, so 33% fire. We are profitable. We did have a first in there, but again, mostly 4 through 8, 9 through 12. Slightly kind of left-leaning A, it's looking like. Average point of 1. Running it a little fast. Over 6 races, so that's a slightly better indicator. But again, with 18, we're still improving. So there could definitely be something there. Brandino, any other thoughts to add to this? Or are you feeling pretty good about running 18s next week?
Yeah, I think it's a good strategy. I'm still in testing phase. So I definitely think we can add a couple 18s in there to definitely make sure it's good. Um, the 18s don't end up working, or the 18s don't end up working, like probably 3 races in, we'll probably be hashing it out again, seeing what's good. But I like that blend, D'Artagnan. Changed my mind actually a little bit from what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, it's that flames, guys. It's that flames across. If we look at flames, right, we have it at, let me look real fast. Sorry, I don't have it pulled up. But we got 16, 18, 2022. We lose some at 24 and 26, and we have one at 1,000. That tells me it's a high base ability overall. Decent base ability, not maybe not like a class 3, but maybe class 4. And then what it tells me is that like we have pretty decent variance these first and seconds, and then these 12ths. So I look at like the variance roll. If you get a 12th place, that's just if it decided to win that race, it's gonna get a first, it's or damn near first, Like that's what
Yeah.
it tells me is like that variance roll is really heavy. So the Artful Diddy has like pretty decent base, but also like this like nutty variance that like I think this horse could be the next Adam Smith. It could be a 1800 meter pref horse that, just dominates like Brioche and Chocolate does at 2000. And that's what I'm looking for with this horse is like, hey, let this Z10 rock, like let this thing, be sick. I think it actually is very profitable. I don't think it's just slightly profitable. I think it's very profitable. And I'm very
Interesting.
excited to run this horse in the smoke show.
Okay. All right. I
I'm
like it.
gonna,
Well, we'll definitely throw it in.
yeah, I'm gonna counter to that.
Go for it. Yeah.
And like we may be on the Metaverse Gaming together, but we do have different opinions on things.
No, we don't all have to agree all the time, and then that is totally okay.
It's fine. There's other opinions, and then there's the correct opinion. That's mine, but
Yeah.
there's other opinions.
I mean, just turn off the camera over there because it's fucking nonsense. But so like, I'm gonna go with it. There's this possibility to be profitable, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be massively profitable. Like, it's not gonna be something I'm going to chuck out there. And it's
We can
just
put a side bet on. We can put a side bet on the percent ROI after 100 races, and I think it's going to be about at least over 50% ROI.
I will side bet you that. I'll side bet you that.
Easy.
And I guess my main reasoning I'm having concerns is just the losing flames in some of class 4. I guess it hasn't really lost any in the mid distance yet, but I like to see in class 4 for a very profitable horse. I like to see, or very profitable mid distance horse. I like to see W's, and at that 1600, I like to see it all the way up to class 3 for mid distance. Specifically, I want to see placement to get that profitability. Maybe he will have that nice variance, but I just don't think it'll be completely like a monster profit bringer in or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at this 1600 meter, if you just look at 16, we got 10, 11 for 16 in 2 races. That's 2 pretty big, D ranks, right? And then you get the 2400 meter, you get a dub right after, and then a 7th place, and then a 12th at 2400 meter, and then you got a 4th, and then you got a 12th at 22, and then an 8th at 24. What that's telling me is that like with losing those flames, you want to tend to go closer towards the base ability, the non-distance pref, and the non-distance pref is number 1 and overall is 16. So base ability rules at 16. If you have a lot of base and good variance, like you can 12th place is great variance. I don't care who the fuck you are. There is a lot of donkeys in class 5
with flames.
that can
With
flames. If a donkey in class 5 can, if he gets 12th place over you, like, oh shit, like you're not the best donk in there. But you get a 12th place with flames, it's telling me that like you have a lot of fucking base. And if that's variance works in, it's variance and base. Flames with 12th is variance plus base. So that's where I'm seeing like, all right, let's throw this thing in a non-distance preference, arena, and let that variance go to work, because that base ability, when it comes to you versus the other person with really good variance, if you have higher base, you're going to win in that variance roll. And that's what you're trying to go for, is like, let that base ability play on top of your variance. And so if you don't have a distance pref, go for it.
Brad Smith.
Brad Smith in the house.
Brad Smith, the corgis.
And so, Okay. I agree with your analysis there, but I think we are showing some signs of some distance preference at this snapshot. You know, that could easily change in another 30 races. Um, so we'll see. I'm kind of in the same camp of Brindino. I think it's going to be. I think it can be profitable. I think it will be profitable, but I think it's going to be closer. I like what Sengundo said. Right around 15, maybe 20% profitability. I'd say kind of at the floor with that, but I don't think it'll get as high as 50.
Yeah, well, this is why they pay me the big bucks.
There you
Yeah.
go.
All right.
There you go.
I'm gonna start off the next one, and I'm just gonna dumpster on D'Artagnan the whole next one. It's just
Put
gonna
18. Put 18 for 5 fucking races, bro. And then when I
All right.
get one dub and a placement, I'm gonna turn back and call all you guys squares because I'm fucking right. And let's not forget who the big dog in this house is. 50% fucking profit. 50%
Yo, you have to.
profit.
You might as well go buy your clown hat because if you don't win, you're wearing that immediately. Like you're gonna come on the show and it's just gonna be your big ass head with a clown hat.
Well, I want more than 5 races, though. I want like 30 races at 18. 30 races at 18, and I think that it's going to be a fucking W horse.
All right. I hope so. I'm excited. We'll get racing. I'll get racing this horse very, very soon. I'm definitely open to running 18s. Let's hit it. Let's see what happens. So we talked to Artful Diddy. We talked about your upcoming giveaway. Anyone in chat? Well, yeah, we talked about the tournament. I'm gonna give chat a few minutes here to go ahead and type in any horses they'd want us to review. We've got about max probably a half hour left on chat. While you're kind of throwing those horse names in here, I got a special DM from a huge supporter of the show, Darthside Supercoats, who has this project called VGO, Van Gogh Originals, which turned into VGV2. And he has given me a side of one of his cubes right here to give away on stream tonight. So I just pulled it up on the screen. This is cube 408, side 2. Am I reading that correctly? Let's check the properties. Yeah, cube 408, side 2. These are like AI generated cubes. You collect all 6 sides, you form a cube. The cube, am I allowed to say what the cube gets you, Darthside? Let me know if I am. But we'll be giving this away tonight on stream. We'll get through a few horse reviews, and then we'll do the infamous Wheel of Deals because Chatbot hates me. And we will go from there. So we got some names in chat. Let's go with Pickle the Dinosaur from Sangundo. Pickle. What a name. Pickle the Dinosaur. Is that from something? Please, like, is this a real horse?
What
the dino, bro?
What I'll say
I don't know Pickle the Dino. I don't know P the D.
Yeah, before we start doing some of this shit, I just want to let everyone know that, we at Metaverse Gaming bought a VGO original. We completed one of the original 4 cubes because we are pretty bullish on Darthside's overall agenda, his roadmap, and his project. I think it's going to be huge. I looked into Mr. Barry's, background, and I think that this project has immense potential, and I think that I'm holding multiple ETH to hundreds of ETH worth of assets in the next 2 years. So huge about it. We're already bullish on it. So you know what, and he didn't give it to us, by the way. I bought every single one of these assets. None of these were given to me, but we did do giveaways. So we did give away some of these assets.
Nice.
So we do believe in we put our money where our mouth is, if that makes any sense. Over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Who recommended Pickle? Sengudo, a little too early. You've got some free performance from the horse, so it'll be in my tool tomorrow morning. A little too early, but you've got some performance on that horse across some short distance and some long. I'm not seeing any flames yet, and you've raced mostly at free, so I would still keep hitting where you found success with that horse in those distances. Before moving on to the next one, you brought up a great point, D'Artagnan. I also am a VGO holder. I have 4 VG V2 cubes.
Wait, you have 4 cubes?
Yes.
Dude, get the fuck out of here. Oh, what the hell, bro? You
Mm-hmm.
have 4 cubes.
Yeah.
There's only 8 cubes that get the bonus. You got 4
Yep.
of them?
Yeah. Well, I got 2 cubes that I one from my VGO. I completely bought out another cube, and then like 1 through 6, and then I got in early enough that I got in the 2 bonus cubes, 2 of the first 8 bonus cubes.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
So yes, I'm a full, complete supporter of Darkside and his projects and what he has going on there. So the next horse we have from, I believe, from Mango Ice is Mrs. Landingham. And so this is a very well raced horse. A ton of races. It looks like we've got some profit at 18. We've got some profit at 16, 2000. I mean, it looks fairly U-ish. I'm seeing a lot of dark red, especially at the mid distances on both sides. I'm seeing some flames across multiple distances at class 5. It kind of falls off at class 4. I'm seeing, so it's definitely an older horse. I mean, we're getting odds data in here, all sub 10. Again, mostly class 4. 18% winner at 1800, 17% winner at 2000. So it's kind of like, I'm thinking maybe like a mid-high distance horse.
So what I'd say with this horse, and are we doing opinions, by the way? Because I'm
Yeah.
also a little
Uh-huh.
drunk. I'm a little drunk, by the way. So if I ram over you, my
You
bad.
you don't you
Um,
you don't say. I had no idea.
Yeah. All right. So I see 18% win rate at the 1800 meter, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't see enough of the D class for that to be considered. I think if you keep running 18, it's going to class up. So what I would suggest is, and I don't know if that 26 has been built out enough, but I would go to the 26 or the 1,000 meter if you're looking to kind of D-class. So say you go to class 2 and there's nothing up there, you might want to run the 1,000 or 2,600 meter and sort of come back down to class 3, class 4, because you're going to win some, but you're going to definitely lose enough to offset the wins. And then you can roll back into the $5, $10, 1,800 meters and kind of ride that back up. But I don't think the 18 at its current point can D-rank enough to keep you from upclassing to class 3, class 2, class 1.
I would kind of disagree with that a little bit. At 2600, I agree but disagree. At 2600, currently at negative 0.95 points. At 1800, 0.53. So you've got a better kind of than 1-to-1. However, it is 2600, and if those still aren't popping nearly as much as they used to, you're going to have a harder time doing that. 1,000 are points positive there with that horse, 0.41 average per race. So, but you brought up a good point there, and one that I want to bring up too is like both ends of the spectrum, and that's something that really should be kind of considered and thought about. If you are kind of in the middle, look at the high end, look at the low end, and they don't necessarily show up too often, but those can kind of be your outlets if you are struggling with maintaining class for your horse. Any thoughts on this horse, Brandino? Otherwise, you want to take our next one, Age of Machine?
Yeah, I'll just give a quick thought. So I think I agree on the MJ side. 1800 is definitely its race. Like that's the race I'd be hitting for your W's when you want to. If you want to, it does have a U. Like has a decent U. It will class up and stuff, but it might have trouble once you get up to that dangerous class 3 that everyone's getting into. So maybe if you do want to give it down, I'd actually go to the higher distances like 26 and 24 versus 1,000. So just add on.
Nice.
Next one is Age of what?
Age of Machine. I'm pulling that up right now. Age of Machine is coming in from Goodnight Moon Stables. Goodnight Moon, how you doing tonight? Happy to have you here. It looks like after Age of Machine, Brett Smith wants us to review Corgi.
Let's go.
You gotta review Corgi though. That's the most important one.
D'Artagnan, you want to kick off Age of Machine for us?
Yeah, I'll pull it up real fast. Do you have it up on the screen? Because I'm on a different screen. Okay, let me pull it up on yours. All right, so looking at Age Machine, I see you got some races at the 16, some races at the 18, sort of more like long, but there's some short. There's not enough long actually. So I'm saying that 100% 1 through 3, but 0 flame. 100% flame 1,000. Wow. But that 2,000 is a big U. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of just variance overall. I don't know what you're saying, but that 2,000 versus that 1,000, there's only one at the 1,000. There's 100% flame at 1,000, 14. 12 has 66%. There's 71% at 1,600 meter. It's kind of, and there's 18 as a little bit, but it's kind of telling me that this is more of a short distance preference, maybe some high variance, but there's not enough races to prove high variance. It's kind of telling me it kind of prefers short distance. And then it's kind of like, which one does have the better U in? Or like, which one does your variance like more with your base ability between 14, 12, and 1,000? Because certain horses have, like, for example, Cincinnati has preference at 12 for some reason over Archangel, who has preference at 1,000. Where Chit Chat Chitten has preference at 1,400 meters. So there's all different types of preference short distance that your horse can have over other horses across, the entire bandwidth of, those distance preference horses. But I do really like, with this 18% overall win rate, I do really like the short distance pref. Now, I would try to check 14 for a D rank. Not 14, 24 for a D rank. And I'd check sort of like the 1,000 meter a couple more times is what I'd probably test for that U ability and that distance pref / base ability. MJ,
I like it. I like it.
What do you think?
Yeah, so I'm excited. Why not try 1,000 a few more times just to see what happens? It's mostly a free raised horse. We can see the average fee being at 0. Yes. I do see, we're getting some, high flame at 7 races at 1,600 with a 57% first through third there, kind of left leaning. So that's kind of exciting to me. I might hit that just a few more times. With that, if you race this horse more and you start to see first through third percent in the 45, 40 and higher range, consider throwing in a $2.50 race. See what happens. The free races are great for learning, but if you're getting really, really high first through thirds on free races with flames, definitely consider, if you can afford to, raising that entry fee. And I think that'd be a good opportunity. Brendino, any thoughts?
Yeah, so I definitely think with this horse, the 1,000's interesting to me. I just pulled up some of its other races because it has some today, and it started to lose flame in that 1,000 actually up in class 2. So I do think this horse might be a little bit high up there in class right now. Definitely in class 2, and I see it's like a Zabo, so it's got that crazy Zabo energy. It's a Z7 Zabo, so it's gonna have like some base to it usually. But I would try and maybe bring it down at those those higher distances. Zabos are crazy. They do their crazy run with their legs and everything, side wobble, and it might have trouble coming down. But I like the 1,000 with it specifically, and I'll just try and bring it down though, and then get him fades.
Okay. Does 14 still look, to D'Artagnan's point, does 14 still look like it's going to be its down distance?
Sorry, 24. I tried for 24.
Oh, 24. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a misspeak on my behalf.
No worries. No, you corrected yourself. I missed that. What any insight on that at all, Brendino?
Yeah, so I don't think it has many races in the long distance so far. In the 24, 22, you like to see that opposite side, sprinter versus marathoner. It's usually one's a down button. So just needs some love over there and some data so that we can kind of see about it, where its down button is.
Nice. All right, we're gonna move on now to Mimo Dream. Mimo.
That horse is really good.
We'll
I'm
see
looking
what
at
we got here.
I'm looking at a class fucking 4 2,600 meter, and I did not enter it because I saw that horse in it. So that's what I'm gonna start off with. As I saw this horse, and I was like, nah.
All right.
From
Smoky, right? It's from Smoky
Mountains, yeah.
Yeah, Smoky Mountains stable. So that horse is nice. Now let's look at it. I'm really excited for this.
28. Okay, so wow. 20 or Brandino, I think it's your turn to start us off. Sorry, I got a little excited just looking at these numbers. Hit us off, Brandino. What are you seeing with this horse?
Yeah, seeing some actual L shape. Oh, so there's a lot of variance to this horse, definitely, with the amount of first places it's getting. Specifically, I like 22, I like 24, and I like 26 as well. And I do see some ability to come down actually in the 12 and maybe even 1,000, but 12 looks kind of good for me. It is like in class 4, so it's going to do well. But I really like this horse's ability to win and like take first. So take that prize money home. You feel me? Like you got to be able to take that home. So yeah, this horse is an amazing horse in the long distance for me.
Yeah, I would agree. And I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head with your comment earlier, D'Artagnan, about, hey, I'm not going to enter in a distance race against this horse. Any other thoughts to add?
Yeah, I think that this horse is provable distance pref and provable good variance, base ability, and just overall looking at this horse, I really would like to see the 2000 played out more. And the reason why I say that is that you see this preference at 22, especially over 28 races. You're seeing this 25% win rate, 0.085 profit. That long distance looks like it has some preference too, but it's kind of losing the flame, which means that it's not as much of a spiker horse as you would think it is. If you see the spikers, you usually see 2,600 meter as its preference. So I'm going to give an example of like Quickly Quaking and Jet Glue, two horses that we have that 2,600 meters that just prefers the 26 over 24. It flames more up there, it wins more up there, it places more up there. And so when you're looking at this, and I see the 53% win rate, in these races, 38% flame. I would really like to see the 2,000 meter because I think that this horse has some really good variance on top of its distance pref. And I'd like this. And 2000 is really that like where mid-distance horses and long-distance horses come together and fight out. And I think that you might have some really decent. I see 0% win percent in 2000, but only in 6 races, but 100% flame. And that's something that I would love to test out, especially with the variance that I'm seeing. And I'd really like to see that built out some more in this horse because that 22 with that win percent is dominant.
Yeah. Absolutely is crazy dominant. I'd even consider, I mean, let's bump up the entry fee a little bit if you can afford to, because you're getting a really high first through third finishes here, really high, a good chance to potentially increase profitability. Let's see. Oh, okay. We got some fun horses listed here. Kelsier. Sier. If I'm butchering your horse names, I apologize. Please correct me. And we'll go through a few more. We'll do our giveaway and we'll go through a few more horses. We've got about 13 minutes left on stream. Thank you all for sticking with us. My first stream of the new year. So Kelsier, pretty well raced, very well raced actually. I'm seeing really high win at 16. You've got some okay fire with it. Average class of 3.43, 25, just under 25% win rate there. Paid, pretty solid you-ish. I also kind of like 1,200 a little bit, maybe actually I don't as much because you're getting a higher points there. I take that back. You've also got some potential down buttons. I'd like to see those raced a little more. But I'd try and race 2,000 a little more. It looks like you're down classing at free entry fees at 2,600, which is like amazing. That is a dream to have. Blow that out a little more. Let's check out the classes down here. And yeah, we're seeing, okay, so definitely class 5. I'd say this is should be sitting in class 4, ideally. And that's kind of shown here with these mid 3-ish classes. Anyone else have any other thoughts to add?
Brian, you first.
Yeah. So that D-clack, like this is kind of crazy. The 24, it's in 21 races, but like I'm seeing 9 last places in that. And if this is a horse that can run the 16 and come down in the 24, like
Jesus. Sell us this horse.
Like,
buy
it.
Give us this horse. Give us this
Jesus
horse.
horse that can do that. Maybe it was maybe it was just very like maybe it's just luck that happened. But if that's true, holy crap, man! Like this horse is gonna do really good things. I would prefer the 16 to the 12. 12's not bad, but that's awesome. That's an awesome horse. That's crazy.
Very,
So
very cool. Yeah,
I wanna touch on this a bit. So
sure.
this is a very unique horse.
Oh,
You
for
know,
sure.
there's definitely something about timing variance rules, and we're currently working it out with. I don't if you go look at Cincinnati, and I
Mhm.
timed when Cincinnati was going to win a free 2400 meter, which is its down rank. It wins 1 out of 5 times, so it down ranks 4 times, wins 1. I've timed
Mhm.
them perfectly where like you can see that I didn't win, and I went into paid races and made sure that I got like a mid to like 4th place. And it's really hard to time variance rules. But what I'll say is that unless you time these variance rules perfectly, or if this horse just likes the D rank in long distance, this 1600 meter will keep going up. So you can ride that 16 it's a 1 out of 4 winner. So it's a 25% winner in 16. That is a desert road. That's a desert rose type horse. They're very rare. This horse is worth over an Ethereum. And you can make a lot of money because it can D rank at that 24-26. And I think you've shown it between the races that we can currently see. This is an insanely very profitable mid distance horse that can ride a U. It will get some D ranks, but that 6 points you get from first place that I've seen in class, $5 class 1600 meter, class 3 1600 meters, it's got 2 dubs. So like no flames, great variance roll. Hit that 2400 meters some more, D-rank this thing to class 4 and jump in 10s. Like you should be riding $10 the whole time in 16. The whole time. Class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, $5. You should be riding that thing the whole time and then trying to D-rank in 24. This horse is nuts. I'm never racing against Kelsey if I've seen in 16 ever again.
Yeah. Oh no,
Ever
no,
again.
no, no, not at all, not at all. All right, we're coming close to crunch time here. What do you say? Let's give away this VGV2 right here. Bust out everyone's favorite wheel of names.
All right, I'm gonna use the Sean, but just give me a
Go
sec.
for it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm a hop in chat.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and copy everyone's name that is still in here. Thank you all for sticking around. There we go. We are now in the Wheel of Names. Let's go ahead. Let me just close that out quick. All right. All right, so everyone is in here. We are about to run it. Again, this is for the Van Gogh T Cube 408 side 2. If you want to make a cube, you have to collect all 6 sides. So VGV2, 408, 01, 03, 04, 05, 06. They're priced at 0.01 each side, and it's in wrapped Ethereum, so you are not paying gas on these transactions here, right here. Yeah, 0.01. So super, super excited for this. Here we go. Brandino, are you ready? Are you ready to spin?
Yeah, I don't know if I see Brett Smith on there. I hope Brett's
Brett
still
Smith?
stacked. Like
Brett-
I always have favorites of who I want to win. Like, but
let me
but yeah,
let me
I'm ready,
recheck.
bro. Let's get
Brett Smith isn't in here. I'm gonna repull the list just because I talked for a minute, but Brett Smith is not in here.
big sad.
Big sad, big sad, big sad for Brett Smith. All right, here we go. Repulled. We got names in. We got 57 entries in here right now. Here we go. We are spinning.
Let's get it.
Good luck,
Let's
everyone.
Go, let's go. Don't tell me it's FPS Leo again.
Foxy Burger! Oh! Congrats, Foxy! Well done. Well done, Foxy Burger. Foxy Burger, go ahead and shoot me a DM with your wallet address, please. And I will get this over to ASAP. Twitch, Twitter, or Discord all work just fine. I will get this over to you tonight. Congratulations on being a VGV2 holder. Super, super exciting. Brandino, you're kind of called out in chat there. Prospect says that you tell them that they're your favorite.
Yeah, Prospect is literally in our MVG like group chat. I don't know how he got in our group chat, but he's literally in there. Everything we talk about, so I don't feel bad.
Prospect knows every single detail about MVG out there. Like the
Yeah.
homie has every scoop, every drama, every argument out there in MVG. He just knows.
Yeah.
All right. I think we got time for one more horse. The next one I had in chat was from Dirt Dog at 13 silver dollars. Let's go ahead and pull this up quick. All right. And then D'Artagnan, when this loads, why don't you go ahead and take us home, lead off this last review?
You got it. You got it. You got it. All right, let's see this. Waiting for it to upload on the screen.
There we go.
All right, here we go. So, yeah, this is what I thought actually. I looked at it on Hockey for just 20 seconds, and I'm seeing. So, boys, I want you to know that this is what the Artful Diddy is going to look like. So, just so
Okay.
you know, and when you guys say that you're wrong and you admit that I'm the king,
Yep.
this is what the Artful Diddy is going to look like. It's going to have
Okay.
preference at 1,800 meters,
18.
and it has a little distance pref out to 24, but it's really an 1,800 meter horse where you're finding that higher win percent, that money's coming home, and it is profitable at 18. And then you're seeing that like D rank, right? That 32.5% D rank. The problem is that this horse is going to class up. So you got to find where it D ranks more.
Great point.
And I think that they found it. I think they found it at 16, where it's going to grab that 16% 1 through 3, but it doesn't have that. It has that a little bit of long distance pref that makes 18 the best race for it.
Sure.
Where, you know, that 16, you're going to get more D ranks, and that 1,200 meter, you're going to get more D ranks at short distance than you are at long. So hitting that 14, that 12 is probably the best mark to get, like, you know, that D rank ability. And I think 12 right here, you can see in 34 races, is the best one probably to hit for the D rank. But that 18 is going to be a solid race for that horse to continue to win money.
Brandino, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta clap back at D'Artagnan always.
So, you can try. You can try. You can try. This is the Artful Diddy. They just pulled the Artful Diddy, but like 100 races later.
So I think this horse might be better than the Artful Diddy. But one thing, like I'm not trashing on anyone's horse, but so what do you mean by very profitable horse start? Because this is 419 races and 0.1 profit. So like a monster profit horse to me isn't like an ETH printed like over like 500 races. So like I definitely agree that this is a great horse, and like the 1800, like it's gonna be a fun horse regardless. Like this is a For Glory type horse for me, in that 1800. But that's me clapping back at you, just based off word usage.
I mean, he can try to clap, boys. He can try to clap, but he just knows that the profitability is 1,800 meters, and that's what we're gonna stick by.
100%. And so I want to kind of reinforce what you were saying, D'Artagnan. You know, it's while the percentage breakdowns are very similar between 18 and 24, there are 80 races at 18 versus only 31 at 24. Your average place is better. Your average class is lower. Like, you know, at first glance, you might see, wow, okay, 18, 24, similar. But no, there are, you know, a few other factors that lead towards 18. And then to piggyback off of what you said with 16 being a good down class, I absolutely agree. 26, again, are those showing up as much? So maybe not as big of an opportunity. But I also like 1200. I'd add that into the mix as well for the down class. But I think your review, your thoughts on it, D'Artagnan, were pretty spot on there.
Yeah, I prefer the 12 as well. Like I just saw the 12 right now, and I'm like, that's another crazy horse for me. That 12 is very impressive.
Yeah, and like here's the thing is like, you know, with these horses, you want to hit like the 18 paids, right? You want to go straight. Like here's how I see these horses. I see you know, you're hitting, you know, 1,800 meter $5. I just stay 5. You get a couple wins, you hit that first 12, switch to free 12s. Like, roll out 6 straight races in 12. You're gonna get a win. You're gonna get fucking 4D ranks, and that's where like you get that -2 versus the +6, and like that's where you're gonna get like those negative returns. And then when you see like you hit that 12 a couple times, flip back to 18 fives. You know, hit back at the $18 races and try to swing those first places again. Get
Mhm.
1, 2, 3 of those. You hit a mid or a like D rank on it. Switch back to 12s. Freeze. Hit those freeze. That's how you maximize the profitability of this horse, is to manage its U correctly.
Horse management
Oh,
is
is it
key.
+5 for first place instead of +6?
Yeah, it's +5.
Yes.
Stupid. Okay, my bad. I've been thinking it's +6 the whole time. So like, yeah, +5 even better. My point is even more like succinct than it was. Like, you're making way better gains than at the 12 in negative races than you are in the positive 18s. So like, stay with that $5 and drop to the free 12s like all day. Ride that U out.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, guys, we hit the hour mark. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. If you put your horse in chat, we did not get a chance to review it today. Please, please, please shoot me a DM. I would love to review it for you, talk it out. Again, probably for horse reviews, Twitter or Discord would be the best places to reach out to me. Be more than happy to do that. Big news coming out of MVG tonight. They're coming out with a tournament with a huge, huge, huge giveaway, multiple giveaways, and it's free entry. This is going to blow the lid off of everything. Watch out. Definitely, again, give them a follow. We'll throw their Twitter in chat for all of you. Definitely give them a follow so you can stay up to date on this as it happens. Big shout out to Dartside Supercoats and his VGV2. Congrats to Foxy Burger for winning side 2 of Cube 408. Anything else you guys want to close out with before we head out for the night?
So like we said, and like we've hit on for multiple times, follow us. We're coming out. I really want to stress everybody. I really want to stress that the content creators, we're trying to bring everyone together on this tournament, the Smoke Show. And if you've been following Metaverse Gaming, you've been following us in the Smoke Show, it is pure fun. This game is what I sold my Bored Apes and the opportunity to have CryptoPunks, to have this opportunity to be a part of Zed Run, to be a content creator in Zed Run. And we want to show the world that this is the most fun currently in crypto gaming and play to earn gaming in overall communities. We have a lot of content creators like MJ, Pony Plug, everybody out there. There's Bot Lady, there's so many people, OG Evergreen, HeroCraft. There's so many people out there that do amazing things like Prospect.
Sir Venom.
So Venom, you got to imagine
Dave
Prospect
Icefield.
is giving out when he does a graphic design for free in our
Noob
to
Squad.
get a giveaway, Noob Squad, right? Like, these people are giving out thousands of dollars in assets that they do for work for people because they love the community. And that's things that when you see projects in NFTs, they're like, yo, let's pump this project. Oh, this is the coolest project. No. The coolest fucking project is the community that continues to deliver, the community that continues to have fun together, and no one's enemies. Everyone's having fun. Everyone's racing horses. This is entertainment. This is pure entertainment, guys. And that's what I want to get after, is like, this is a huge opportunity. And I hope that everyone participates in the Smoke Show tournament. Even if you don't have a horse, we're going to be giving away free horses. We're going to be giving away a computer. We're going to have a Smoke Show, tournament going on. There's going to be some high level racing and also some low level racing. So if you're just a smaller stable, you can combine yourself with one of your buddies with another stable, and you can compete as a joint stable in our registration. It does not mean you have to be arbitrage to win this tournament. I guarantee you, someone who's not the top stable in the game is going to win this overall tournament. They're going to win $500 from us. Maybe a couple weeks they might win $200 plus some horses. And lots of attempts at a raffle towards a $4,000 computer, a complete rebuild, a customization that will put your brand of your stable on there. And even if you don't have a brand to put on the side of the computer, I know Prospect will be giving away some branding deals, some graphic design for your stable to represent yourself. This is the greatest community. Stay fucking tuned. MJ, thank you for having us on, man. It's been a pleasure doing Zero to Hero with you, man. This is the most fun that I have, is just getting back to the basics. And the guy that started it all is MJ. He started Metaverse Gaming.
Thank you.
'cause
Thank
we
you.
would not be where we're at, man, without your tools and you supporting us. So thank you again.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Absolutely. We all grow together. All grow together. Brandino, any last thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'll add like another great week of Zero to Hero for us. And MJ, I literally think you're the best onboarder. Like, you have so many, you brought so many people into Zed Run on, and it's just from doing streams like this, man. Like, actually going through horses and analyzing it. Like, you've been doing it for day one. We've been slacking on that stuff, but we'll hopefully get back into it. And we appreciate the time on here, MJ, and appreciate you guys coming out in stream and in chat and calling me out on my bullshit. So,
and thank you both for coming on, joining me on this journey with the Artful Diddy. You guys bred the Artful Diddy. Love your smoke show. Love your energy. Keep up the great work. I can't wait to see where Metaverse Gaming goes in 2022. Very, very excited. And again, thank you, chat, for showing up tonight. Had a blast. Reach out with any questions, horse evals. We'd be more than happy to help. No matter where you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.